Welcome to Streams of Income with self-help author Ryan Rieger. For the next hour, you'll hear proven methods for how to live the multiple income streams dream. Ryan is passionate about helping others discover their gifts and start their own business. He's published 5 books, and his courses and group coaching programs have changed the lives of thousands of students all over the world. Ryan's books include Private Label, The Easy Way, Finding Your Grace Place, and his latest, Streams of Income. And now, here's your host, Ryan Rieger.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Streams of Income radio show. I'm your host, Ryan Rieger, and Happy New Year. I love the freshness of the brand new year. We're in 2024. It's hard to believe that 2023 is gone and done. For some of you, that's like, yes, I'm so glad 2023 is finished, ready for something different. Some of you, 2023 may have been your best year ever. Either way, we have a fresh start. And I don't know about you, but that week between Christmas and New Year's for me is kind of a struggle. I was talking to somebody yesterday who's also entrepreneurial and has businesses, and I feel like it's just kind of a waste. Now, that's probably my fault for not taking advantage of it, but we had family over here. My mom and brother were here from Indiana the whole week, and so just sat around and eat and watching TV and playing games with Callan, and some definite fun times for sure, but my brain is going and thinking, man, I need to be working, I need to be doing this. And I probably could have done a better or took advantage of that time better than I did for sure. But that time is always a little bit of a struggle for me because I just feel like I'm just sitting there doing nothing, wasting time. I'm ready to get back to work. And so I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I enjoy getting back to it. I enjoy getting back into the groove of things because this is where I feel just definitely called to doing the things that I'm doing. And it feels good to get back to work, as you would say. Now, those of you that may have a full-time job, you're like, no, I'm so glad that I had that time off and it was restful, and I'm glad for you. That's so great. But as a business owner, entrepreneur, my mind is constantly going, man. It's just, I don't know about you. If you're in that position, you feel the same way. It's just, you're always thinking about new things and you want to be doing stuff. And so it's hard just to sit around and completely rest. I know that's something I need to work on. I need to learn how to unplug and recharge. And I do a fair bit of that, but that week of Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, is just long for me. So, guys, I just wanted to share some things on my heart. I typically don't have, everybody says, what's your word for 2024? And I typically don't really have one. Maybe it's because I don't spend enough time praying about it, but here is what I feel like the Lord's laid on my heart for 2024. And I'll share with you, and as if it resonates with you, if you want to receive this is not just for me. I believe that you can, if this, like, you listen to this and you're like, yes, that's me, that you can receive this, that you can believe for the same thing in your life as I am in mine. But the words that I have for 2024 are expand and advance. And I'm going to kind of break that down with just what I know so far, and maybe in subsequent episodes I'll go a little bit deeper or flesh this out some more. This may be, as one of my good friends says, a half-baked bread. Might be a little doughy here, but this is just what's in my heart right now, and I'm just sharing what I know now. But let me just read some scriptures to you and just tell you about what I'm thinking about for this new year, what I'm planning, and how I'm going into it. But I'm going to start with Joshua chapter 1. Actually, Joshua chapter 2. It says, all right, so we'll just do 1. Joshua 1, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord said to Joshua, son of Nun, Moses, my servant, is dead. So now arise, take his place, go over this Jordan, you and all this people, into the land which I have given to them, the Israelites. So this is when they were through their journey of 40 years in the desert. They're about to step into the promised land. Moses goes up to the mountain, and the Lord takes him up into heaven. And so the Lord is telling Joshua that era is over. The time of Moses is over. It's a new, fresh start. And so I don't know about you, but 2023, for some of us was a great year. For some of us for us, it was iffy. We had some good times, some bad times. But I am ready for something new. So 2023 is over. It is dead. It is done. It's a fresh slate now. Verse 3 says, every place upon which the sole of your foot shall tread, that I have given to you, as I promised Moses. From wilderness and this Lebanon to the great river Euphrates, all the land of the Hittites and to the great sea on the west shall be your territory. No man shall be able to stand before you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong, confident, and of good courage, for you shall cause this people to inherit the land which I swore to their fathers to give them. Only be strong and very courageous, that you may do according to all the law which Moses my servant commanded you. Turn not from it to the right hand or to the left, that you may prosper wherever you go. This book of the law shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, that you may observe and do according to all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall deal wisely and have good success. Have I not commanded you? Be strong, vigorous, and very courageous. Be not afraid, neither be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. My goodness, for me, that is like, if I could just get up every morning, maybe just read this, that will give me encouragement to go throughout the day. But I want to just talk about some of the things that stand out to me here. Number one, Moses is dead. So 2023 is over and done with. We're ready for a brand new year. It also says here that I'm taking you into the land that I promised you, that I promised Moses. Every place upon which the sole of your foot shall tread, that I have given to you as I promised Moses. So there are probably things in your heart, those dreams and desires and things that didn't happen in 2023 that you were hoping for. You can just carry them into the new year and keep working on them. But what are those things maybe in your heart that you haven't started on? Make 2024 the year that you go after those, the year that you advance towards those. Those dreams, those desires, those gifts that God has called you to do, they're still there. And so God may be waiting on you to step forward, to take your foot and go over the Jordan and go get those things that God has already promised you that are yours. Now, it may take courage, it may take boldness, it may take being vigorous, it may take doing things you've never done before, it may take letting go of some things that you still have that you're hanging on to, maybe old habits or maybe just ways of thinking that are holding you back from believing that you can have what God has told you is yours already. I'm encouraging you today that 2024, let this be the year that you do the things that God has called you to do. Maybe that's expanding your business, going into a new territory, doing something different in business, starting a new business, adding a side hustle. Maybe that's quitting your job because you've been wanting to do that, and now is the year to take that step forward, take that leap of faith. Whatever it is, I pray that 2024 is the year that you do that thing. And I want to encourage you with these first 9 verses in Joshua. Just read these. God says, I will not fail you or forsake you. If God has put those things in your heart, those are things he wants you to be moving towards, stepping into. So do that this year. Make 2024 the year that you do that. Isaiah 54:2 says, enlarge the place of your tent. Let the curtains of your habitations be stretched out. Spare not, lengthen your cords and strengthen your stakes. So this is just talking about, and for me, this is what I get out of this is, prepare for the increase, prepare for bigger, prepare for more. I believe that God wants to bring you into that place that he's called you to. Now, he may be waiting on you to make that step. So what is that step that you need to take? What are those steps that you need to take this year to get you to the place that God has already called you to, that you know is yours, that you know you're supposed to be doing? So make that the thing. Make that this year, the year that you do it. Psalm 66:12 is another good one that the Lord's been speaking to me about. I want to start with verse 10 here. Psalm 66:10. For you, O God, have proved us. You have tried us as silver is tried, refined, and purified. You brought us into the net. You laid a heavy burden upon our loins. You caused men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but you brought us out into a broad, moist place, to abundance and refreshment and the open air. In the King James Version, it says, but thou broughtest out into a wealthy place. I don't know about you, but some of you maybe, think about 2023 as, you went through the fire and through the water. Maybe you are still feeling like, man, my nose is just barely above the water. I'm barely surviving, barely making it. But I'm telling you, I'm declaring this over you right now, that God is bringing you out into a moist place, into an open place, into a broad place where there's abundance and refreshment and the open air. We all go through seasons of life, but some are awesome. Some are like, oh my gosh, this is the best season. Everything's going so great. And sometimes you go through seasons where, like, man, it feels like this is the worst season ever. But you pass through them. God is with you every single step of the way. He will get you through those seasons. I feel like you're in the valley of the shadow of death. But I'm here to tell you, I believe that 2024 is going to be the year of your wealthy place. But you got to step. You got to take your foot and take a step. And I don't know what that means for you. I don't know what that looks like for you. But I want to encourage you to make this the year that you step into your calling, that you step into the things that God has called you to do. He is right there with you. He is here to help you. And I also want to offer to you too, if you struggle with this, especially if it's a business thing, if you have business dreams, business desires, I want to help you. I love helping people who are starting businesses, expanding your business. And I feel like I can help. So if you would just email me, ryan@ryanrieger.com, I would be honored to help you any way I can. Maybe that's getting on a Zoom call. Maybe that's just chatting back and forth through email. Maybe that is some type of coaching arrangement. I don't know. I will do whatever is the best way that I can help you. I want to push you forward because I believe that some of the things that I'm doing in this next year are equipping kingdom business people to go out and do what they're called to do. Because if you start that business, you write that book, you create that course, you do the thing that God has called you to do, then we are expanding and advancing God's kingdom. And that's what I want to be about. I want to be, I can do what I can do, but I also feel that I'm equipped and God has called me to encourage others like you to do the very same thing in your sphere of influence. And imagine if we had hundreds of thousands of believers out there creating businesses and doing the things that God has called them to do, how much territory we can take in the kingdom. I'm so excited about that. And I believe that 2024 is the year that we're doing that. And I know God has been talking to other believers and about the same thing, about it's time to expand and advance. No more small thinking, guys. No more little thinking. We are only limited just by us. We limit us so much. It's crazy. What are those things that God has called you to do? Make 2024 the year that you step out and do it. And if you need some help, you need a nudge, you need some direction, I'm right here, ryan@ryanrieger.com. I want to help you. I want to help you take that territory, maybe help you strategize on what that looks like to move forward in this. And it can be scary. Yes, it's scary to go over to the other side. It's nice and comfortable over here in our little comfort zone and doing what we know. But it's small. We're thinking too small. There's a world out there that needs the thing that you have, that needs the business that you have. There's, you may, you want to do ministry, but ministry might be your business. It might be, you can reach people in business that you would never be able to reach in a regular ministry. There are people that'll never come into a church, but they will do business with you and know and see how honest and how much integrity you have, and they'll just be, they'll come to know the Lord because of your business, and that is so possible. But you got to start your business. You got to do that thing that God has called you to do. So expand and advance in 2024. I will, I think, expound on this more as we go throughout the year, as the Lord just speaks to me about this. But I really believe it's expanding and advancing in 2024. So let me know how I can help you. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next episode.
You've been listening to Streams of Income with self-help author Ryan Rieger. From right here in the Dallas Metroplex, Ryan teaches several entrepreneurial courses and group coaching programs to students all over the world. Be sure to listen next week at the same time for Streams of Income with Ryan Rieger.